Beware the smooth salesman. For Halloween, I had a comb over, man. I wish I'd left it. Before I get started, I'd like to poll the audience for a bit. How much do you guys pay in electricity per month, either in Roseville or Sacramento? And rather than asking each individual person, I'm just going to make buckets, and you guys raise your hand when I'm asking about your bucket. Anybody pay less than $50 a month? Wow.
Sometimes.
I am very impressed.
Oh my God, yeah.
No kids?
Not every month.
Okay, on average, less than $100 a month. On average. Wow, I'm still impressed. Okay, on average, between 100 and 200. A couple of you, on average, above 200. That should be less than. Every now and then, above 200. Some of you. Okay. What if I told you that you can pay $100 per year? It can be done. I did it. This is how I did it. That's my house. And Google screwed up the image a bit. I have 27 solar panels at the top. This is what I was paying before I put solar panels in. I was averaging $210 per month for the previous year before December of 2013. Ironically, my very last payment was $210. But prior to that, my average looked about like that. Then I installed solar panels. My average went to zero with a one yearly payment of $105. This is not what I have paid. This is a guess as to how much I'm going to pay in January. This is about $80. So as you can see, it's even going to be less this year than it was last year. I've learned a few things in this year, and I've managed to bring my electric bill down to about $100 or less per year. Now, let's do some quick math. I know you guys all love math. I was paying $210 per month, 12 months per year. On average, over the last 5 years, I was paying $2,500. That's a lot of money. Money that I could be saving and using to go on trips or to buy my kids more junk food or toys. I don't know, anything, right? I was sitting down one day and I'm thinking, God, I gotta do something about this bill. This is a lot of money. And right around that time, not the same day, there's a knock at the door. And a very disingenuous looking individual was standing there trying to sell me solar panels. And I thought, wow, you know what? Let's talk. Here's the pitch that he gave me. He promised me a 3 kilowatt system for a mere $34,000. And he started talking, and you can do this, and you're going to do that, and you're going to be running your heater, your space heater, and you're not going to care about your bill, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, and there's a 30% Uncle Sam rebate for every solar panel that you purchase. The cost of the installation, the cost of the permit, everything has a 30% Uncle Sam rebate. I was like, wow, where do I sign? I'm like, wait a minute. Have you guys ever heard the saying, a fool and his money are easily parted? Yeah. Let me do some homework. I had some questions of my own. How long till I broke even? How much is my savings going to be? How much energy or power do I really need? Can I do better? Notice the units here. This is a kilowatt. A kilowatt is a unit of power. The other unit we're going to use is a kilowatt hour. That's a unit of energy. They're not interchangeable. We'll do a little bit of math that converts one to the other. So off I went to answer these questions. How much do I really need? Back to the PG&E website, where I looked at my previous year's energy usage. I calculated that in a typical year, I was using 13,605 kilowatt hours. Here's that other unit I was telling you about, of energy. The unit that the salesman was selling me was a 3 kilowatt system. How much is that going to produce in a year? Oh, easy to calculate. The standard is to calculate by 5 hours of sunlight. this is a standard, I don't know, I think it's set by the government so that when people compare different systems, they're comparing apples to apples. 3 kilowatt system at 5 hours per day of sunlight produces 15 kilowatt hours per day. 365 days per year, I was going to produce 5,475 kilowatt hours per year. I needed 13,000. That's less than half. So everything the salesman was promising me wasn't really going to be reality, but of course he's not telling you that. Let's answer the next question. How long to break even? Now, as you saw, my energy production was going to be less than half, but for the sake of argument, let's say that it's going to be half of what I need. In other words, my monthly bill is going to drop by half. If you recall, I was spending $2,500 per year on electricity. I'm going to assume that now I'm going to save $1,250, so that's going to be what I'm going to pay as well, because I'm saving half. If my initial expense was $23,800, because remember we have a 30% Uncle Sam rebate, my break point even would be 19 plus years. Now this guy he wasn't telling me this. He's like, oh, you're gonna save and you're gonna, oh, and all you gotta do sign right here and I'll have an engineer out next week and you'll be saving money in 2 months. Yeah, I'm no dummy, as you saw from my last speech. Can I do better? The third question I started asking myself. Well, before I can answer if I can do better, I gotta do more homework. From the previous slides, you saw that my need was 13,000 kilowatt hours per year. Translated to a system that's getting 5 hours of sunlight per day, I need a 7.45 kilowatt system. He was selling me a 3 kilowatt system. Less than half. That's what I need. But I can't just go out and buy a 7.45 kilowatt system. I gotta do some homework. How much can my roof hold? How much area do I have? How much sunlight am I gonna get? Is PG&E gonna have a cow if I put in too much electricity? And actually they do. After I answered all those questions, I came out with a magic number, 27. That's how many panels I can put on my roof. At the time, the panels that I was looking to purchase were 255 watts times 27. That gave me a total of 6.9 kilowatts for my system. That's closer to 7.45 than 3 kilowatts. I'm on the right track. It's not going to offset everything completely. I'm still going to need to purchase a little bit from PG&E, but I'm getting closer. Okay, cost of a new system that I researched on my own. I went online. I found a system for $14,000, a kit. Permits, plans, and other incidentals that don't come in the kit. They don't tell you that. Well, they kind of sort of little fine print. Oh, you're still going to need this, this, and that. My total came out to $17,500. Double the kilowatts, half the price. That's a factor of 4 right there, just because I did my homework. And after the rebate, it drops to $12,250. Beautiful. How long to break even? Let's run the numbers again. I'm going to assume that my monthly bill drops to 0. At the time, I didn't know that, but I was hoping that maybe by smacking the kids upside the head every time they left the light on or something, I would be able to bring my need down to what my production was. Again, I'm assuming 5 hours of daylight. Now I'm going to save the entire monthly bill. An annual rate is going to be $2,500. My initial expense, $12,250 divided by 2,500. My breakpoint even is a little bit under 5 years, 4.9 years. Factor of 4 right there. This is what my current usage looks like. I'm still not at 0. On cold months, I'm still using a lot of electricity. These are short days in cold months. Hot, long days, I'm still buying electricity, or no, not buying. I'm still taking electricity from PG&E. So as you can see, even my estimates were a little bit off, a lot off. I'm still buying or taking electricity from the grid quite a bit. My usage is not zero, but my monthly bill is. How is that possible? There are two reasons. Time of use prices. This is wonderful news for us solar panel people. We produce electricity during the day when it's at the peak price. And then I buy electricity from PG&E at night when the price is less than half. So during the day, I have excess electricity that I'm selling back at 34 cents, and then I buy it back at night at 12 cents. So even though I'm using more electricity than I'm producing, my monthly bill is still zero. The other reason is there's a true-up period. You only pay once a year, and this payment includes a $5 service fee per month. So in reality, if you take that into account, the first year, I only bought $45 worth of electricity. The other $60 go to my service fee. Comparison. Double the size, half the price, double the annual production, a fourth of the time it took to break even. And here's the best part. After I break even, after I pay off the system, if I had gone with the Salesman, I still have $105 per month, or half. But with my own, I have zero. After 5 years, I will have zero monthly electricity bill. Can I do better? Yes, I can. Here's the best part. So can you. And if you act now, love your solar system while saving the environment. You too can do this. Environmentally friendly, solar energy for life. Get an electric car and enhance your savings even more. And if you act now, come talk to me. I will set you up with a nice system. I'll throw in a second one for the same price. Thank you very much.